I, 27 male, just had the most surreal dinner experience that's made me realize my relationship is over. Still processing it, but I need to get this off my chest. My girlfriend Amanda, 26, and I have been together for 2 years. Lately, she's been different. We went to college together, started dating senior year. Back then, she was sweet, funny, down to earth. But ever since she started her new job at this marketing firm 6 months ago, she's become obsessed with appearances, social media, being seen at the right places with the right people. The thing is, I'm not that guy. I work as a veterinary technician. I spend my days covered in dog hair, dealing with anxious pets and worried owners. I love my job, but it's not glamorous. I don't have a six-pack or a fancy car. I'm just average. And until recently, Amanda said she loved that about me. Said I was real and genuine. That changed when she started hanging out with her new work friends. Suddenly, my cargo pants were embarrassing. My reliable Honda was giving broke energy. My lack of Instagram presence was basically social suicide. But tonight was the worst. We were at dinner with her work friends, Caitlin and Jenna. Trendy place, the kind where they serve tiny portions on huge plates. Amanda insisted I wear this uncomfortable button-down she bought me because my usual clothes would embarrass her. The whole dinner was them talking about guys from their office, who's hot, who's not, who hooked up with who. I just sat there eating my $30 piece of salmon that wouldn't fill up a toddler. Then our waitress came by to refill waters. She was attractive, sure, but I barely noticed because I was focused on not saying the wrong thing and setting off another lecture about my social skills. Amanda noticed me say, "Thank you," to the waitress and immediately pounced. Look at him being polite. He thinks she's cute, she announced to the table. I was just being polite, I said. Caitlin laughed. At least he has good taste. She's gorgeous. Too bad she's way out of his league, Amanda added, and they all giggled. No offense, babe, but let's be realistic. I just focused on my food. Oh, come on. Don't pout, Amanda continued. I saw you checking her out. Not that I blame you. Must be nice to dream, right? I wasn't checking her out. Sure you weren't. Though honestly, even if you were, it's not like she'd notice. When's the last time anyone flirted with you? Besides me, obviously, and that was more like charity work. Her friends laughed. That fake, mean girl laugh that makes you feel 2 inches tall. Remember when we went to that club last month? Amanda turned to her friends. This girl walked right past him and hit on the guy behind him. It was so awkward. He actually thought she was coming to talk to him. That's not even what happened. I'd stepped aside to let her through because the bar was crowded. But I didn't correct her. What was the point? Seriously, you're just jealous because nobody flirts with you, she said, taking a sip of her wine. I looked at her, really looked at her. This person who was supposed to love me, publicly humiliating me for entertainment. You're right, I said quietly. She seemed surprised I agreed. See? Honesty. That's why I keep you around. You know your lane. The waitress came back with the check. As she set it down, her hand brushed mine, and she gave me a small smile. Nothing flirty, just kind. Like she'd heard everything and felt bad for me. We paid. Well, I paid as always and got up to leave. As we're walking out, the waitress appeared again. Sir, you forgot this, she said, handing me what looked like a receipt. I don't think dash. No, it's definitely yours, she insisted, pressing into my hand with a meaningful look. I pocketed it, confused. Amanda was already outside, posing for a selfie with her friends. In the car, Amanda wouldn't shut up about how the waitress probably felt sorry for me. Did you see her face? She definitely heard me. Probably thought I was too mean. But honestly, someone needs to keep you humble. I pulled out what the waitress had given me. It wasn't a receipt. It was a note. Amanda grabbed it before I could read it. Oh my God. Did she seriously give your number? That's hilarious. Let me see what pity looks like written down. She unfolded it. Read it. Her face went white. Then read. What does it say? Caitlin asked from the back seat. Amanda crumpled the note. Nothing. It's nothing. But I'd seen her expression. What did it say, Amanda? I said it's nothing. I pulled over. Give me the note. Just drive. Not until you give me the note. She threw it at me and crossed her arms. I smoothed it out and read. Asterisk. Hey, I recognize your girlfriend from Tinder. She was at my friend Kyle's place last Tuesday when I stopped by. Same dress she's wearing now. Thought you should know. You seem like a nice guy who deserves better. Becca, asterisk. The car was silent. Finally, Jenna spoke. Amanda, what was she talking about? She's lying, Amanda said quickly. She's obviously just trying to break us up because what? I asked. Because she feels sorry for me? Because I'm so pathetic that waitresses are trying to save me from my own girlfriend? It's not what you think, Dash. Last Tuesday you said you had to work late. I did work late. I just stopped by friends after. Kyle, he's just a friend that you met on Tinder. While we're together, Caitlin and Jenna were dead silent in the back seat. The energy had completely shifted. Can we talk about this at home? Amanda whispered. No. Get out. What? Get out of my car. All of you. Order an Uber. You can't be serious. Over a note from some random waitress. The note's not why I'm done, Amanda. It's just the proof. Get out. Update 1. Well, that escalated quickly. First, thanks for all the support on my original post. To answer some common questions. Yes, I kept the note. No, I didn't go back to thank the waitress. Felt too weird. Yes, I'm getting tested appointment tomorrow. So after I kicked them out of the car, Amanda blew up my phone. I didn't block her immediately because I wanted to see what she'd say. The texts were a masterclass in manipulation. That waitress was lying. You really believe some stranger over me? Kyle is gay. He's not. I check his Instagram. It was a work thing. You're overreacting. You embarrass me in front of my friends. If you loved me, you'd trust me. Fine, I was at Kyle's, but nothing happened. We just talked. I needed advice about us. You've been so boring lately. This is your fault for not paying attention to me. I'm coming to get my stuff. That last one got my attention. We didn't live together, thank God. But she did have a key to my apartment and kept some things there. I took the day off work Friday. Changed my locks first thing in the morning. Then I carefully packed all her stuff, clothes, toiletries, that expensive coffee machine she insisted I buy, but only she used. Put it all in boxes by the door. She showed up around noon, used her key, and it didn't work. The banging started immediately. Jake, I know you're in there. I opened the door but stood in the doorway. Your stuff's in these boxes. She tried to push past me. I need to check you got everything. I got everything. Take the boxes and go. We need to talk about this like adults. Like how you talked about me at dinner. Pass. She switched tactics. Tears. I'm sorry, okay? I was showing off for my friends. I didn't mean those things. Which things? That nobody flirts with me? That dating me was charity work? That I'm out of everyone's league? Be specific about which cruel thing you didn't mean. All of it. I was insecure. Kyle's been texting me, and I didn't know how to handle it, and dash. So you downloaded Tinder. I was confused, and went to his apartment. Just to talk. In your sexy dress. I wanted to feel confident. Amanda, stop. You cheated. You got caught. The end. That's when she got nasty. You know what? Fine. You're right. I had to go see Kyle. Because he actually makes an effort. He has ambitions. He doesn't spend his days playing with dogs and coming home covered in fur. He takes me nice places and introduces me to interesting people and doesn't embarrass me by existing. Cool. Date him then. I will. You'll see what you lost. I was the best thing that ever happened to you, and you threw it away over one mistake. The mistake was staying with you after you started treating me like an embarrassment. The cheating was just the exit sign I needed. She grabbed the boxes and stormed off. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. Update 2. Remember how I said Amanda worked at a marketing firm? Well, turns out she's been putting those skills to use. Started small. Mutual friends reaching out, getting her side of the story. According to her version, I'd been controlling and jealous, constantly accusing her of cheating without evidence. The waitress note? I made it up. Kyle? Just a colleague I was irrationally jealous of. Some people bought it. Lost a few friends who decided I was the bad guy. Whatever. The ones who mattered asked for my side or already knew Amanda's tendency to rewrite history. But then she escalated. My Instagram, which I barely use, started getting tagged in posts. Amanda and Kyle, officially together, at all the places she used to drag me to. Captions like, finally with someone who appreciates fine dining. And when you upgrade. Petty, but manageable. I just untagged myself and moved on. Wednesday, things got interesting. I was at work when my coworker Teresa pulled me aside. Hey, weird question. Did you and Amanda have a bad breakup? Yeah, why? She called the clinic yesterday. Said she wanted to warn us that you were unstable and had threatened her. Dr. Morrison shut her down, but I thought you should know. My boss calling my ex unstable was actually hilarious. Dr. Morrison is the most no-nonsense person I know. But the fact that Amanda tried to mess with my job, that pissed me off. Then Thursday happened. I got a DM on Instagram from someone named Becca. The waitress. Hey, I hope this isn't weird, but I wanted to check you were okay. I saw your ex posting about you, and it looked pretty harsh. I replied, thanks for the note. You did me a huge favor. I'm good. She's just processing badly. I felt so bad for you at dinner. She was horrible. Nobody deserves that. We chatted a bit. Turns out Becca was working her way through nursing school, waitressing to pay bills. She apologized for the drama her note caused. I told her it was the push I needed. Then she said something interesting. Just so you know, she's been back to the restaurant. With that Kyle guy, she made a point of sitting in my section and being super PDA. It was a lot. Of course she did. Also, Becca continued. She kept loudly talking about her pathetic ex and how you supposedly stalk her after the breakup. My manager had to ask them to keep it down. I haven't contacted her once since that night. I figured. You seem too classy for that. Anyway, just wanted to warn you, she's spreading stories. I thank her and figured that was that. But Becca messaged again the next day. Random question. Do you like coffee? There's this place near the university that does amazing lattes. I'm free Sunday afternoon if you want to check it out. No pressure, just thought you seemed nice and could use a friend after all that drama. I stared at that message for a solid 5 minutes. Was the waitress who exposed my ex's cheating asking me out? Or is this a pity thing? Just to be clear, I typed, is this a date or a friend thing? Either is fine, just want to know what I'm walking into. Let's start with coffee and see what happens, smiley face. Final update. I went for coffee with Becca. And yes, it turned into a date. She was even cooler outside of work. Smart, funny, actually interested in hearing about my job. She showed me pictures of her rescue cat and didn't judge when I got excited about the treatment plan for a diabetic golden retriever I'd been working with. Can I be honest? She said halfway through her latte. When your ex was being so cruel at dinner, I wanted to dump water on her head. The only reason I didn't was I needed the job. The note was better, more effective. I debated giving it to you, but the way she kept belittling you while you just sat there quietly, nobody deserves that. And when she made that comment about charity work, I saw you flinch. That's when I decided. How did you know about Kyle? My friend actually did hook up with him. Same night your ex was there. He was bragging about juggling multiple women. I remembered your girlfriend because she was all over him, and I thought it was weird she left alone if they were together. Then when I saw her at dinner acting all superior. Small world. Tiny, she agreed. Want to know something funny? After she came back with Kyle making a scene, my manager banned them. Apparently, Kyle got handsy with another server, and that was the last straw. We talked for 2 hours. She walked me to my car, and I asked if she'd like to do it again sometime. I would. But just so we're clear, this isn't pity. You're actually cute, and more importantly, you're kind. Your ex is an idiot. Amanda must have amazing radar, because that night, she texted from a new number. I know you went out with that waitress. Kyle saw you. How dare you move on so fast? This proves you were cheating too. I didn't respond. She's using you to get back at me. Still didn't respond. You'll regret this. I blocked the new number. Monday morning, Amanda showed up at the vet clinic again. Not to cause trouble, to bring in Kyle's mother's ancient poodle. She didn't know I worked Monday mornings, and the look on her face when I walked into the exam room was priceless. I didn't. Kyle's mom needed. No problem, I said professionally. Let's focus on Fluffy. What seems to be the issue? She was so thrown off, she could barely speak. Dr. Morrison handled the exam while I took notes. The whole time, Amanda kept stealing glances at me. I just did my job. As she was leaving, she stopped. Jake, can we talk? Please? Just for a minute. About Fluffy? Sure. Otherwise, no. I messed up. I know that. Kyle, he's not what I thought. He's actually kind of jerk. Okay. That's it? Okay. What do you want me to say, Amanda? You made your choices. You publicly humiliated me, tried to get me fired, lied about me to everyone we know. Now you're with Kyle. Hope it works out. I was wrong about you, she said quietly. You're not boring. You're stable. You're kind. You actually cared about me, not just how I looked on your arm. Past tense is correct. I know I don't deserve it, but could we maybe dash? No. You didn't let me finish. Don't need to. The answer is no. Please take Fluffy home and follow up with the medication in 2 weeks. She left. According to Teresa, she cried in the parking lot for 10 minutes before driving away. That was 3 weeks ago. I'm still seeing Becca, taking things slow, but it's going really well. She actually appreciates that I have a normal job and don't care about being Instagram-worthy every second. Last night, she fell asleep on my couch while I was telling her about a breakthrough with an anxious pit bull I've been working with. When she woke up, she apologized. No, I'm sorry, I said. I know dog rehabilitation stories aren't exactly thrilling. Are you kidding? You're passionate about what you do. It's adorable. Tell me more about the pit bull. Such a difference from someone who once called my work stories mood killers. Amanda's still with Kyle, according to social media. Though Caitlin, who reached out to apologize for laughing at dinner, says it's not going well. Apparently, Kyle's juggling act hasn't stopped, and Amanda's discovering what it's like to date someone who treats her like an option instead of a priority. Karma's funny like that. As for the note, I kept it. Framed it, actually. Becca thinks it's weird, but also kind of sweet. It sits on my desk at home. A reminder that sometimes the worst nights lead to better mornings. And that waitresses notice more than you think.